Rubank Elementary Lesson 12. In this lesson, we go over a thing called the break, or as Rubank has titled it, the register change. Now, when we're talking about going over the break, we're talking about moving from very few fingers to all of our fingers. Now, this is really difficult because if one of our fingers doesn't come down at the same time, if one of our fingers doesn't quite cover a hole properly, we're going to squeak. And it's going to be epic, and it's going to be horrible, and we're going to feel awkward, and you get the idea. So this entire lesson is dedicated to getting you comfortable with moving over the break. This lesson is going to be challenging. This lesson is going to suck. If you've never done this before, buckle in and get ready. It's going to be horrible. Don't forget to grab some extra pieces of music or supplementary something or other to play, or even go back to previous lessons in this book, because this is challenging and you are going to get a bit frustrated. Okay, so let's give exercise 1 a go. First couple of bars are perfectly fine. You don't really have to do too much, or you've got an entire bar to change from your A to your B. However, once we get halfway through the piece, we're then changing to half notes where we only have 2 beats. So make sure you're always looking ahead. If you're not looking ahead, you're going to get caught out and you're not going to realize that, oh my goodness, I need to put all of my fingers on suddenly. It's gonna be hard. And then the second last bar, we have quarter notes. Exercise 1. 1, 2, 3. Play it slowly. If you're really struggling, just play an A and a B. Play your A, swap to a B, and see how fast you can change your fingers and do that movement. So in flute, the C and the D is the equivalent of this, and I call this the C to D challenge. So let's call this the A to B challenge. Go from your A to your B like this. Practice that movement. Once you've mastered that, everything will get a lot easier. Exercise 2. 1, 2, 3. How'd you go? Bit challenging? As I said, if you're struggling with any of this, just work on those 2 or 3 notes that you need to work on. So it's probably going to be the A to B movement. Okay, exercise 3. 1, 2, 3. Getting harder, right? You're doing well. Keep it up. Exercise 4. Now, just be careful. Exercise 4, we have a flat, our B flat. So don't forget to check the key signature. Quick reminder, our B flat is that pinch. So we don't need all of our fingers on for our B. We need the pinch B flat. Exercise 4. 1, 2, 3. So this one isn't about the movement between the A to the B, but it is about the movement between the B flat to the C. That's what's going over the break this time. Now, if you're up for an additional challenge, try slurring it. All of a sudden when we slur things, it really highlights every single error or every single finger that's not quite moving as it should be. So additional challenge, slur it. Tongue the first note and see how many notes you can get in one breath. Exercise 5. 1, 2, 3. Now there is a double bar line halfway through exercise 5, and that's where I just stopped. Now I did that for 2 reasons. One, this is a long piece. It is really long, and I don't know about you, but I need a break. But not just that, there is so much in that first section. If you're managing to get from start to finish in this exercise in one bout, I'm impressed. So let's call the bit that we just did 5A, and this next bit can be 5B. Now in 5A, we do go all the way up to our high D, so that is 6 fingers. If you can't remember your high D or you're not sure of any of these notes, don't forget, previous lesson, we go through these notes and how to play them. 5B, 1, 2, 3. Exercise 6, the C major scale. Now, Rubank has quite handily told you to memorize this, and that is because a C major scale is one of the basic building blocks of music. So a lot of the pieces that we've played so far have been based on C major, which is this scale. So a C major scale is a major scale that has no sharps or flats. It starts on C, goes up to C, back down to C, and eventually you will be able to play this in multiple octaves. So let's just start with the C major scale as written. 1, 2, 1. That is a great scale to use to warm up. So remember, starts on C, finishes on C, follow your alphabet, no sharps, no flats. Next one, exercise 7. Now this is an F major scale, and we've got 2 octaves because we know now enough notes to play 2 octaves. Remember, we're starting on that low, low, low F. If you can't remember how to play an F, don't forget previous lessons you can go to and have a look, and we go through how to play it and what fingers to use. F major, another one, highly recommend you memorize. Starts on F, goes to one F, goes to another F, and we have 1 flat. B flat. 1, 2, 1. If you'd like an extra challenge, try playing these scales with different articulations. So currently, I played both of those all tongued. I tongued every single note. You can do them all slurred, which means group them in 4s or 8s or however many you can get in one breath, and slur between all of those. So tongue the first one, slur, 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 slur until you need a breath. You can also do slurred in pairs. Now this means tongue slur, tongue slur, tongue slur. Or you can do 2 slurred, 2 tongued. Ta slur, ta ta. So try some of the different articulations, and don't forget, memorize those 2 scales.